All right, guys, so we're on As You Like It. Boat's in the bay, as you saw yesterday. We're getting ready to go ahead and start prepping this thing. I've shown you some quick videos on why we are having to repair this roof, because there's cracks all the way down the middle, on the side. Anywhere there is a plywood seam, it's cracked. So we've got Carson right here. Carson is the roof pro, so he's gonna start prepping this thing out, getting ready to spray it, and him and Curtis will be the one to spray the roof when it's ready. But today he's gonna start working on these cracks, and then we'll epoxy it, prep it all out. Once all of the repairs are done, we'll get up here and sand the whole thing, wire tape it, and spray it. So this will be a nice video for you folks out here at Lake Powell that are having roof problems, how we actually fix it for long term. There are a lot of short-term fixes like fiberglass and gel coat. This, with the 2-part spray-on liner, is the long-term fix. Here we go. Up here on the roof job, you see wherever there was a seam, we're having to pull this material off. It just didn't adhere properly and it cracked at every seam. So we're having to cut it out, and we're going to fill that gap. You'll see what we do once we get to that point. But this has been pretty labor intense to cut all of the material off, and I'm not sure exactly what the manufacturer used. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's like 3 different layers. Looks like they put a waterproofing on, and then some type of 1-part roll-on bed liner, and then I'm not exactly sure what this top coating is. I don't know if it's another type of harder roll-on bed liner or what. It actually kind of resembles stucco on a house, but it's not flexible enough for the houseboats. That's why we're seeing the damage. But once all of this is cut out at the seams, we'll prep it and fill those, and after those are filled and everything's nice and flat and level, we'll spray it with the Reflex. So you can see everything is taped off. This is where we had to cut out all of that material, if you guys remember. And we're gonna fill all of these grooves with our product, Reflex. Once it's filled, it should all be the same. And then we'll take all of this plastic and wire trim off and spray the entire roof with our product that's called Reflex, after we curb things and whatnot. But Carson and Andrew are up here. They've got everything taped. Here's our equipment. It's a 2-part spray-on called Reflex. There's the material. And I would say this is probably going to take about 1.5 kits to do all these grooves. Well, we're up on top as you like it. You can see we sprayed to fill in all the gaps with our bed liner, which is a much higher quality of product than what was on this roof. So now that we've got it sprayed, now we actually need to grind it flat and then prep the rest of the roof to spray the entire roof. This is the hardest part of the whole job. Got to get our big old grinders out and sand everything, all of our new bed liner down to the original layer of the old material. So when we do our final spray, you don't see a bunch of humps in the middle of the roof. We got Andrew Jr. and Carson up here. This will probably take them the rest of today and the rest of tomorrow to get it all flat. Once we get it all flat, then we'll throw the wire tape out and spray it. Working away, grinding away. They're getting there. Thanks, you're going to look good. This is some crazy stuff though. When you grind it like this, kind of turns into spider web. Look at this. Crazy. They're probably a couple hours or so from being done grinding. Then we'll clean off this roof. Then start prepping it to coat the entire roof with the bed liner. But she'll be sealed for good. No more leaks on this roof. So we've been putting tape on those. So what do we got left? Just now starting the wire trim?
Yeah, we just got to hang plastic around. We already wire trimmed the outside of the boat.
Oh.
I had Andrew wire trim those where I was going. So we just got to plastic the stairwell.
So the wire trim that we're talking about. So behind this piece of blue tape is what's called wire trim. And the wire trim is there so when we spray the bed liner after it's sprayed, we can grab that wire and pull it and it cuts the bed liner. That's really the only way to get the tape away. Or if you don't have the wire trim and nothing to cut the bed liner, then you'll have to use a utility knife, which would take days upon days. Because the bed liner that we use, it cures in 13 seconds. So they're pretty close to being done wire trimming this boat. which means it will just need to be cleaned and then sprayed.
We got the party top back up here and we're gonna put it back together.